MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins. The Cubs attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Sandy Alcantara will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low twos, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Roll, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Roll, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers the hard hit line drive.
Here's Jason Hayward now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and the runner back safely. Perez gets his lead at first, nobody out. There goes the runner. A pitch out. The throw. Short now, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roll, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Good piece of hitting there, but you can't help wonder what might have been if the previous play didn't unfold like the way it did. If he doesn't get tagged out, he probably scores on that one pretty easily. Instead, it's just a 1-out double.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Here it comes on 1-1. 2-1. Three and one.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
The 3-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 3-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. VR is there. In time to first, and there are 2 away. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
No balls and a strike to count. He's set. The 0-1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. 2 out here and a runner at second. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
1-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if he used his aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
That's ball 2.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He stays alive, still 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Ian Happ would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Back up the middle. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. And now John Lester starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job. Keep traffic off the bases. Keep the walks down. Try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Rojas. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team.
1-2 now. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the 2nd out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Harold Ramirez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
VR stands at second with 2 gone. Here's the 0-2. pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. And that will bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks, as the numbers there tell you the whole story. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
1-0 the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that's just off the corner and low, ball 2.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw on to first to get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Victor Caratini.
Digging in the switch hitter, Victor Caratini. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
Inside, ball 1.
And he takes ball 1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
2-0 count and the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down and the inning continues. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
Into the box now, David Bodie, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
1 pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Cooper has got it, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Leading off for the Marlins.
So striding in, Jorge Alfaro. He'll match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
That's inside.
Ball 1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike. Brian Anderson is on deck. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now Lester's 0-1. Liner towards second. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Batting seventh.
Hey, two runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Here's Matt Joyce now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 258 the average to begin play. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. Ready on 0-2. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And he pops it up. Hayward coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And the run will score as the Marlins have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. So it's back to the top of the order now. And the switch hitter Jonathan Villar will be the next to bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly to second for one. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the one out.
Up next for the Marlins.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looking to minimize the damage here. 1-0. Lays off 1-0. And that's 2 high, ball 2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the... Now batting, Jason Kipnis, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting.
So in now for Chicago, Hernan Perez. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box.
Up next for the Cubs.
Settling in now,
right
Jason Hayward. First pitch coming, here it is. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, nothing in one. 2 out, nobody on. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Fly ball out toward left center field.
Chasing after it is Joyce.
He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the. Standing in, Roy Dickerson. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Schwarber is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Up next for the
So coming to the plate, Harold Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Ramirez.
And he lays off there, 1-0. One and one the count. 1 out, nobody on. And he misses 2-1.
That's
3-1 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And that misses for ball 4. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Into the box, Brian Anderson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Brian Anderson becomes out number 2 this inning. And a nice changeup that time from Lester to start things out. It's 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. Line drive to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 4-0 Miami.
Leading off to the Cubs.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Rizzo.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And it's fouled away. Now another 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Popped him up. VR on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bryant is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And a ball, 1-0. No runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's...
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now batting, left fielder.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. One and one to Schwarber.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
A little bit outside. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw to first ends the inning. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. Bottom of. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready for another chance? Garrett Cooper looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Garrett Cooper.
So far this year against Southpaws, Cooper carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Here's the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Cooper aboard here at first with nobody out. Lifted the other way out to left center. Schwarber is after it. He's there and records the first out. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Jonathan Villar. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Heading out toward shallow right. On the move is Hayward, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Rojas brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Ground ball right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here comes the first pitch. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Marlins strand a pair. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. One thing that concerns him is they have yet to draw a walk. He said sometimes pitchers are just on and throwing a lot of strikes, but he said they need to find a way to get base runners. Although they're seeing a lot of strikes, more discipline and patience should lead to more opportunities for free passes.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
No, that's
ball close, but it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up. And he fouls this one off.
Ball.
2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Hit out towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Stepping into the box, David Bodie. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. That misses. 2-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Outside, 3-0 now. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. And oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now. Called strike, and that'll run it full.
3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Nope.
Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4.
Jason Kipnis.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Bodie stands at first with 1 out. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
The 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
In the dirt, did he go around? Yes, he did.
Now batting, the shortstop,
And now back to the leadoff spot from the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Hernan Perez. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Two and two count. Here it comes. Starting to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Right fielder, Jason.
Stepping in, Jason Hayward. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind a 2-1.
Wow, another curve here that he can't seem to find the zone with. He's really had his share of troubles with location so far in this inning.
To 2-2 now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Count 3-2.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Striding forward now is the DH, Harold Ramirez.
The designated
First
hitter,
offering on its way. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
The 1-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball. The 2-2. This is foul right side. Now another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time. Hit the other way out toward right field. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away.
Next for the Marlins.
Ready to take his hacks again. Jorge Alfaro. As he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Line drive to center field. Happ is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Digging in now, Brian Anderson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Lester's ready. First pitch on its way. Boy, and he rips this ball down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. And there's ball 1. Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Stepping in now, Matt Joyce, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
The 0-2 once more. And another foul ball. Here's another 0-2. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second. Stephen Tarpley takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Now in the box, Anthony Rizzo. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Leading off for the Cubs,
and that one right down Main Street.
44. Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working.
Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well to right field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo, number 197 in his career, and the Cubbies have made this a 4-2 game now.
Oh man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
In now, Chris Bryant. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 8.
Digging in and looking for more, Ian Happ. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming, here it is. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in to try it again, Kyle Schwarber. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. They have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. On to the bottom of the sixth. It's the Marlins 4 and the Cubs 2. Now at the plate, Garrett Cooper.
Leading off for the Marlins, the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Ryan Tepera enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Now pitching for Chicago, number 52.
He's set and the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Perez right there. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Diaz. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Late that time for a strike. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. There's a slider taken for a ball.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Popped straight up. Tepera is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Third baseman, number 2.
So the lineup flips over and digging in. Jonathan Villar. In his career against this pitcher, he's 2 for 4. No offer at that one. It's a called strike. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. He pulls this one into right. Hayward is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the. Yimi Garcia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 93.
Leading off the inning, David Bodie, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping up now Jason Kipnis. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way.
That's out.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
The 2-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Hernan Perez. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him.
Off the plate,
and this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Not close. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
3-0.
Jason Hayward would be next. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner. Ready now, Jason Hayward, man at first after the 2-out walk. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Pitch out, nothing doing. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Perez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this one's in the dirt. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still even at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him. Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Fouled away. Here it comes, 0-2. Pitch is popped up. Rizzo moving to his left. He's got it 1 away. At the plate, Corey Dickerson. His career numbers in this matchup. He's gone 2 for 5. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away. So to the plate, the Marlins DH, Harold Ramirez. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. That's popped up. Rizzo ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the catch, and then Drew Steckenrider has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Anthony Rizzo will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1.
That's a ball.
And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Lifted the other way to left center. Dickerson's there. He's got it 1 away. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter.
Third baseman, Ryan.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. A ball and a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Change up inside. They lost him. Ball 4. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Softly hit to the left side. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Kyle Ryan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Chicago Cubs. Number 56.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Kyle
And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. The Cubbies entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
Fly ball out to straightaway right, and Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. Riding in once again, Matt Joyce. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Here it comes, 0-2. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another 0-2 home. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. 1, 2, 3 go. Brendan Kinsler comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Digging in, Victor Caratini. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Now the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Caratini is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, David Bodie. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. He's set. Here it comes. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. This one sinks low on a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Jason Kipnis waits on deck. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. So stepping in, Jason Kipnis. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this crowd wasn't all that big, but they've stuck around to the final out. Still 1-2. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 fouled balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Great job right there to hold up. Game could have been over. Gives himself another chance.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
It always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Miami Marlins took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Sandy Alcantara takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Brandon Kinsler earns the save out of the bullpen, his 7th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes.